For today's video, we are going to do some mobile development. And I don't mean developing for mobile, I mean using a mobile device to develop. I am going to code and deploy a web app while using nothing more than a single phone. And my weapon of choice? The iPhone 11 Pro Max S Plus limited edition, 256 gigabytes. There's an issue when I make videos. When I make a YouTube video, I have no idea if the thumbnails are interesting or not. I wish I can A/B test them, but I can't. As you know, thumbnails are extremely important because it can make or break your video. No matter how good your video is, if it doesn't get clicked, it doesn't get watched. So I wish I can test my thumbnails to a small audience before I publish it. So I had an idea. Why not create a web app where people can decide between two thumbnails which would they rather click, and use that information to build a ranking system of your thumbnails and other people's thumbnails so you can know how well you rank against others. Probably wouldn't work because people don't want to click dumb thumbnails for no reasons. Doesn't matter, it's a pet project. I need an algorithm.
Give each thumbnail a base rating of 1400. At any given time, thumbnail A has rating RA, thumbnail B has rating RB.
When any two thumbnails are matched up, there's an expectation of who will win based on their current rating, right?
Yep, and those expectations are expressed this way.
Alright, let's code it. We're gonna need a stack, and I think I found the perfect candidate. Node.js. She is a wild card. Sometimes she makes no fucking sense, but goddamn, I'd be lying to you if I said she isn't high performant. With that single-threaded event-driven architecture, you cannot deny her abilities to handle multiple simultaneous connections. The skeleton, and then filling in more things like my model schema. So for our thumbnail, we're going to be needing the URL of the YouTube URL, and then maybe like a rating so that we can actually rank them. Maybe their title, and then also the image URL so that we can actually access the thumbnail. So that's going to be our model. Now I continue to put details and start expanding by adding things like the services that I will use and how these services will interact with each other. For example, we have Heroku, a platform as a service to host our Node.js application so we don't need to deal with servers. MLab, a database as a service so we don't need to maintain our own database. An AWS server so I can actually use a normal operating system like Ubuntu, since iOS isn't made to code on. You're not going to be able to use your phone as a computer, but you can SSH into that AWS server, and you can do that with an app called Terminus. I think it will be easier than I thought because once you SSH into your AWS server, you're essentially controlling a computer, and you can follow any tutorial as if you were on a desktop and just code like you would. And voila, the diagram of our infrastructure.
Technology, computers, and coding are an extreme.
Alright, so I've set all my cameras up, finally. Okay, that took a lot more effort than I thought. So let's start coding. Okay, so the first thing we want to do, as you know, I will be coding the whole app using only my phone. So from searching on the internet to coding and deploying the app, everything has to be done on the phone. So my goal is to set up a workable development environment and be able to push to some sort of production environment. So my plan is to do the following. Generate a key pair for my phone and an AWS server, launch a AWS EC2 using my web browser on my phone, SSH into my EC2 using my phone, push a starter Node.js app onto Heroku for production, set up NodeMon to develop faster locally, and last but not least, just code the entire app. Easy. Alright, let's see how I'm doing. Copy that. IP. All right, and then we can generate. Wow, this is not very good on mobile, to be honest. Well, I mean, it's not their fault. It's not meant to be on mobile, but okay. So then now we're gonna import keys. So basically, I import the key pair into AWS so that I can use it when I launch a new EC2 instance. But launching it isn't quite as easy with the UI on the phone. Oh, I can't see anything. I can't see shit. Okay, well, I could kind of see the symbols. I want Ubuntu, so that's one. I think that's 18. Okay, I want the 16.04. This is it, I think. Wait. All right, cool. I can't see shit. Okay, these buttons don't work. So this is our first obstacle. Let's try this. Okay. All right, there we go. Easy. Okay, so we're just gonna launch this. After I configured all my ports to be open to any IP address, because I'm promiscuous like that, I launched my EC2 and took a little ASMR break while I wait for it to boot up. Oh my god. I then configured a new host for Termius so I can SSH into my AWS server. On my AWS server, I installed Node.js, installed Tmux, pushed a starter app to Heroku, and got NodeMon to work so I can quickly test my app. And Heroku, excellent. All right, so now we have it, so we can code here.